So one of the problems I'm seeing in residential is even if people decide that they want to sell, they may be fixed in a great mortgage rate that they got 5-6 years ago. That
Like me.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to sell. And it's, even if I do sell, where do I move?
Exactly.
What do
And
I do?
It's
That's
a big
right.
problem. I mean, unless you're talking about the ultra luxury places, like I'm sure the guy where we filmed the podcast, he doesn't have a problem. He can probably be in Ibiza right now, and he's like, whatever, I'll sell, great.
He's
No.
actually going to Ibiza soon.
Oh, there you go. See,
Right.
Ibiza. Ibiza with my Israeli accent. Ibiza with it. Anyways, but to your point, yeah, I'm in that position. We bought in 2019, thank God. But I'm kind of like staying where I am, like
Right.
because the rates are definitely high, and it's a tough decision. Like, do you suck it up, the 6.7% rate?
How much?
What is the rate now?
I
High
wish you
six.
could get that much.
High
In
six,
LA,
yeah.
when I owned my house, I was paying 2.5% on a 10-year fixed loan. If I'm lucky now on a super jumbo loan, I'm paying 7 to 7.5%.
There you go. So I thought
It's
it was high six. This
3 times as much just in interest payments.
exactly. So and frankly, I don't see those times of like I'm on a 3% rate. I don't see it coming back. I mean, unless we're going to some crazy market.
3% interest rates are never coming back.
And you know what?
Never.
It was, and we got.
I mean, at least not the next 10, 20
I
years.
agree, and I think it should have never been there for a long time from the beginning.
Yeah.
I think the sweet spot would be 5%.
5% would be perfect.
Sweet, not too high, not too low. I get it. Like,
Perfect.
So once that's gonna drop, but yeah, like it's hard. Miami became very expensive. So if you even want to upgrade, but you're stuck not only on like high interest rate, then you have to pay obviously the new property tax on the new purchase.
Miami's higher property tax, higher insurance, but no state income tax.
No
That's
state
the,
income
that's
tax.
the
So they
opposite.
take it from
Yeah, that's the
somewhere.
That's a good balance. there.
They take it from somewhere,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's like it's unless you're relocating outside of the state, or let's say you call it what, the 5 Ds: divorce, diamond, diapers, debt. I'm missing one.
I've never heard this.
No, this is new.
This
for
is a
me
new
too.
one
There
for
you
me.
go.
Good.
Yeah,
The
unless you
5
have
Ds?
life changes. Yeah, so diamond, you get engaged, debt, obviously, unfortunately, someone passed, divorce, diapers, you have a baby, you need bigger space. I missed in the last D.
I have diapers. I need a bigger house.
There you
I'm in that
go.
problem right now.
Yeah, you're getting there.
There you go. No, yeah. So unless you have those circumstances, then you kind of like have to make a change
Right.
or relocate into a different state.
And there's no rentals in this market. The rental market has washed up, at least for like the luxury homes, like anything. If we didn't, we've recently rented a house in, I can't say where, never mind, I should shut up.
Because all the haters going to show
Yeah,
up.
I can't say it. But if I didn't lock down the house in the first 24, 48 hours, it would have been gone. And that's how strong the market is here for the rental market, that people are just waiting on the sidelines as soon as there's a deal to jump on it. It's unbelievable. Versus LA, you're seeing listing after listing just sitting and doing nothing.
Yeah.
How did the mansion tax affect you whenever you were doing more stuff in LA?
So I do see, so I moved actually technically before, I was already doing real estate here. I think the mansion tax just like approved, last year maybe?
Yeah,
A year and a half
a year
ago?
and a half ago.
I-
I paid $1 million. $1 million of my money's gone because of them sons of bitches.
No, exactly. I think they had a good idea in mind to obviously support the issues of LA, the homeless people, which is a terrible issue in that city. Even when I lived there like a long time ago, it was always a problem. But it's kind of like, I mean, I think it's a problem for real estate. On top of like all your closing costs, and then you have another like fee to pay.
It costs too much.
Between brokerage fees and closing costs, I paid almost 10%.
Exactly.
10% of my home.
And
gone.
and I know people say, oh, but they spend whatever 4 million or 5 million, and because I guess it's over 5 million, right? Like that.
Yeah. Well, no. The thing that burns me the most is whenever I complain about it. When I complain about these taxes, I say, well, why does it matter? You're rich. I'm like, well, how is that logical of an excuse that you're just going to tax? And don't get me wrong, I'm all for it to help the homeless problem if it actually helped. But our homelessness went up 3 times in the past 5 to 7 years, and it's not really doing much. And that's the unfortunate
It's not
part.
improving. So I see what they're trying to do, but yes, like, and also like, maybe you bought that house and you got lucky back, I don't know, 20 years ago for 2 million, and you put your whatever, and okay, now you sell, but you also have capital gain tax. So it's not ideal, basically. That's the bottom line. So my suggestion is sell your house instead of 5 million, like for 4.875, and I'm sure people are doing it.
Well, there's other creative ways people have like done the sale now, where you can kind of like
Put money outside,
Yeah, you
not
could
the kosher way.
yeah, you could figure
You
no
buy
there-
the furniture.
yeah, there was ways to dabble
I'm
around
sure.
it.
I'm
but-
sure.